fight fans? It is Alyas here with the Split Decision, back again with another banger. I'm with my boy Nate Marrero, and today we have a very special guest because who I have is one of the most polarizing figures in boxing today. He is the king of Brooklyn, man. He is the chosen one. Please welcome Mr. Edgar Berlanga. Edgar, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good, man. Can't complain. Just enjoying my time off. After my last fight, and just still working. We ain't
Mhm.
done. We ain't done working. I'm feeling good, man. Just coming off. A great, beautiful win.
Mhm.
This past Saturday, and just still working. Obviously, you see, I'm here working, and I got more work to do.
For sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you for taking the time out to talk with us. The first and foremost question I want to answer is, how's it feel to be a free agent now?
It feels good, man. I'm excited. I'm happy to see what's in the future now. Now that I planted myself in the sport of boxing right now, I'm a bigger entity. My name is a lot much bigger. My brand is a lot much bigger. So I feel like now is my time to really take over the sport and do it the right way. And become my own boss.
Mhm.
Meaning, obviously, these guys, they still, you got the promoters and everything, but go the route that, that Canelo went and Floyd Mayweather and Oscar De La Hoya and these guys, these legends, what they did, I want to do the same thing. And I think it's that time to do it.
Mhm. Awesome. So do you have like a time where you want to like reach like a deal with another promoter, or like do you kind of like just do your own thing and just kind of go from there and just see where the biggest fights lead you?
Yeah, now I'm a definitely strike a deal with a promoter, but and a TV network, but there's a lot of big fights to be made out there, and that's what we're in for, right? We're in it for legacy and for the money. You know what I'm saying? So, and there's a lot of big fights that could get
Mhm.
made by me, and these guys want me, and I want them, and there's a hit list out there that's that I'm hunting them down, and I'm just waiting, man. I'm just waiting who's the one to bite and bring the bag, you know what I'm saying? So that way we could go in together and just collect this money, man, and beat these guys down, knock them down like bowling pins, and soon off, in a couple years retire, you know, and become a legend.
Do you have a specific timeline where you want to get a deal done, or is it something just go with the flow and see what happens?
Yeah, just go with the flow. Eventually, it's we in talks with a couple people right now, but it's nothing that's been presented yet. But we in talks right now with a couple people. It's just more about just waiting for the May fight as well. Munguia's fighting, and I'm loving that fight for us right now. I think
Uh-huh.
that's the biggest fight to make in 2025. He's Mexican, he's young. I'm Puerto Rican and I'm young. So I think that's like the biggest fight to make of 2025. So we're gonna be on the lookout watching him. Then you got other guys out there, that's has a huge name, and yeah, man, I'm excited, man. It's a good position to be in right now for sure.
Mhm. For sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned it, earlier. Over the weekend, you had an impressive first round knockout over in Orlando at the Caribe Royale. A very impressive showing. But when you when you release behind the curtains, there's a much more bigger meaning to it because that sponsor right there on the back of your trunks, man, that
Yeah,
of the Christian Rivera Foundation, very big deal.
yeah,
His father founded it after he lost his son to a rare brain tumor, man, and now you're a board member with that
yeah.
foundation. How did you get involved with the Christian Rivera Foundation, and what led you to become a board member?
Um, so how I got involved was it was a young girl, may her rest in peace. She wound up dying, because of the IPG, because of the tumor and stuff that was growing in her body. Jessalyn Silva, she was a two-time Junior Olympic champion. She won multiple amateur. She was basically an amateur standout. From Jersey. She was Puerto Rican, and I never knew, and then I never knew really what was going on until when I seen what happened when they started posting everything up that she had, what she had, and I was just like, damn, like I fell in love. I was like, damn, man, like I would like to be there and help her. You know what I'm saying? And then is how can I say it? The world is so small because my dad and Gungi knew each other for so many years, back in the 90s when Gungi was, when John was he was a guy that, he was one of the biggest promoters in New York. So, my dad used to always go to his club, so they already knew each other for years. And then I wound up finding out that she was with the Christian Rivera Foundation. It wound up being my dad's like basically brother, so when everything clicked like that, and then I met with John, and then one of my fights in 2022, it was my second main event. I brought Justin and Silva into the ring, and I gave her a plaque or something, or was it, yeah, like a plaque or something, and I presented her something, for fighting, because she was already diagnosed with the IPG. And then yeah, man, it was all from there. That's it. I told John, I was like, listen, man, like, I want to get on board with this. Like, this is for the kids, and everything for the kids, man. I'm in. When it comes to children and the kids out there, that's sick or just has less, because I've been there. So, I was like, yo, I want to get involved, and I want to start helping these children, and that was something that touched my heart. And it's the reason why they fell in love with me was because, they know how much love I have for this. You know what I'm saying? It's something different. And my son actually had got diagnosed with something as well in his brain. My son caught seizures 2 days after he was born. So he has a medical issue with his brain right now, with his pituitary gland. And that's another thing too. So it was just everything was just falling right into line. I was like, damn, my son has something wrong with his brain, you know, with the pituitary gland. My son almost died. And then, the Christian Rivera Foundation thing is based off, brain tumors that's growing into these young kids. So I was just like, yeah, man, let's get it.
Yeah, it's a great cause, and it's this beautiful thing that you're doing. Does like, and also speak of, does being a father, does that like make you like connect more to the Christian Rivera Foundation, just given that everything that had happened?
Yeah, for sure, man. These kids, you know, a lot of them is not surviving. We still haven't found a cure for it. So, I know the foundation, the board members, everybody, we keep pushing this matter because, eventually we're gonna find a cure for it. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep fighting. I believe in John. I believe in the doctors that's with us. That's helping saving these kids' lives. But I believe, very soon we should be finding a cure. Just me being a father too, f- basically like forced me into this because I was like, no, yeah, like I gotta be in this. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be a board member, and I gotta accept it quick. You know, from the love, from Luis Guzman, the actor, Darlene Rodriguez, Malik Yoba, these guys, they was like, yeah, like we need them. Because they seen the love I have for the foundation.
That's awesome. And obviously, given your platform, as a, super popular boxer, is it like how important is it to use that to like, to give shine a light on these causes and just to be there for the children and to help them?
It's something different. I think right now I'm the only boxer that's probably involved into something like this, and I want to spread awareness and let people know like that it's not all about the glam and and the riches and being flamboyant and all that stuff. It's cool for the image, sell an image, but when it's all said and done behind closed doors, I'm really working with real things, what I'm saying, with kids that's dying, and saving and trying to save their lives. So I want to spread awareness and I want to let everyone know that I'm out there doing something good for the kids, you know what I'm saying, and just in life in general.
Yeah, absolutely. And with everything on your plate and with this high platform, you gain praise, you gain criticism and stuff. Where do you find the inspiration, even when the times get tough, to get involved with your community?
Yeah, I'm probably the most hated boxer in boxing right now in the world. Um, but listen, man, like they hated Jesus, and I'm a firm believer of my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. So as long as I got Him, I got my family, and I got my loved ones, people, like the Christian Rivera Foundation, the board members, and everyone that's around me that love me. That's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? Everybody from the outside that that tries to tarnish my name because of boxing. I'm content with myself. Because I know at the end of the day, the Lord watches. Everything I'm doing on this earth. And I know I'm doing great things. Especially with this foundation. So that's all that matters for me. Is just continue to do good by the people. You know, and just keep saving lives.
And obviously, you talk about how you don't know about many boxers who are also involved in a cause like this. How important is it for not just boxers, but just athletes in general to use like these platforms to like to give back and just help like shine a light on these causes?
It's so important because we have a big platform, right? And if we have the platform to reach people, I could reach people from different countries now. That my name is you know that big. So I think it's so important, now that I'm in this foundation and I'm working with these kids, and I'm next to these legends, these actors and baseball players, and you know and these actresses. Is important, man. I think that right now, is a perfect time to go out there and really spread awareness and really touch everyone out there in the world and let them know like that there's a problem going on and we need it to be solved. And and the more we keep doing this and the more I keep talking about it and the more I keep putting the patch on my trunks and people starting to notice it more and more and me continue to every day talk about it and do interviews. And we got the gala that we do, that we raise tons and tons of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars. I think eventually, the whole world will be in tune with this and know what's going on, because there's probably kids out there that have it that don't even know that they have it. You get what I'm saying? And they just die in 2, 3 months. They just gone. Boom. It's like they gone. That's it. And they don't even know. And the parents are like, they don't know what to do. And it's because it's a rare, it's not that it's not like a it's not like oh, I got cancer and it's like, okay, cool. Like, or breast cancer, okay, cool. No, this is something different. Not a lot of people know about this.
Yeah, absolutely. And the motivation is there, especially, you know, I know you're striving for a world title, you're ranked in the Ring magazine and stuff, but it seems like this fight, there's a different motivation and stuff. Do you feel like you're going to be continue advocating for this even after boxing career's over?
Oh yeah, for sure. 1,000%. I'm going full throttle with this. I'm not, you know, backpedaling. I'm going pressing the gas and we're gonna keep going. And I'm gonna be in this until we find that cure. And even after, what I'm saying, that when it comes to me, I'm with the kids, man, and helping people. I love helping people. And I love helping kids and I love changing lives. And that's for me, that's worth more than money. When people could tell me, thank you, Edgar, for changing my life, or Edgar, thank you for changing lives and saving lives. I feel like you can have trillions of dollars. That don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? You can't buy that right there. There's people that got billions and millions and trillions of dollars and they're nothing, because money don't make you. It's what you do to the people that you could stamp your name and leave a legacy.
For sure, yeah. There's nothing like giving back and using your platform to help other people.
Yeah, because you
Um,
don't. If you have billions of dollars, right, but you haven't did nothing for nobody out in the world, when you die, nobody's gonna remember you. It's the impact you leave on the people that make you a legend, that make your legacy live on forever. You look at all the legends; they have a huge impact on people. So that's why you still some songs you hear some songs and they're gonna be playing on the radio, and you're gonna be listening to this song for many 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 years. So stuff like that.
That's awesome. Yeah, and so and also part of that, a huge part of the platform that you have is the name you've made yourself in boxing, and so obviously you coming off a win. Before that, you fought Canelo. You compared it to going from middle school like straight to college fighting Canelo. What would you say were the biggest lessons you took away from that fight?
Discipline. I noticed how much at that level Canelo's discipline in his craft, how serious he takes his craft, in the sport. And that really hit me, how he's always in the gym 24/7, even when he's not in the gym, he's still training, and I took that, as like discipline, what I'm saying? Like it's so important, to be, because if you want to be where he's at, you gotta be a disciplined fighter. And that goes for life in life, period. I feel like you gotta just be disciplined regardless of anything you do. You gotta be consistent and disciplined. So that's one of the like main things I caught from right there was like seeing that, because you look at him and you like he's at the top of the top. Like you can't go past where he's at. He's at the top of the mountain and he's there for a reason. So when I seen how he moved and his team and how stern he is with everything, I was like, damn, like that's if I want to get to that where he's at, which I know I could, I gotta be like that. That's the attitude I gotta have. You know what I'm saying? And as you saw, like I fought him 12 rounds toe to toe. You know what I'm saying? I was at 50%. I was doing facing an injury during camp. You know, and I haven't even spoke about it. This is my first time probably talking about it right now. And I was at 50% for that fight, and I still took the fight. My arm was bad. I had tendonitis all over my arm. I was doing MRIs. I was taking cortisone shots to take out the inflammation and stuff. So, you know, yeah, but I fought him like that, and for me, bro, it was amazing, man. Like if I could rewind it and do it again, I'll do it again for sure. But this time we beat him. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
This time we
Mhm.
smashing him. That's why I want to do the rematch with him because which I probably think he wouldn't. But if we knock these guys down, at least two guys, Munguia or Plant or Munguia and Jermall Charlo, I think he'll give us the rematch.
Yeah, absolutely. And what I think people were very impressed with your performance is how mentally strong and alert you were throughout the fight. You never felt deterred. Even after the knockdown, you bounced back and you gave it all your all. And you definitely bounced back on March 15th. Despite it being only one round, you got the finish over Jonathan Gonzalez Ortiz. How important is it to get back in the ring this past weekend to move forward with your career?
It was so important, that first round knockout was a statement out there. I'm the king of first round knockouts. Now I'm 17. I got 16, well, 17 first round
17.
knockouts in my career. Mike Tyson only had 8 or 7 or something like that. I got 17 first round knockouts. I'm the I'm the only active boxer that has 17 first round knockouts. Nobody has it. Nobody. Anthony Joshua, no. Gervonta Davis, no. Arthur Beterbiev, no. When he's like considered the hardest puncher in the world. He don't even have 17 first round knockouts. So I'll have 16 now after this past weekend. I'm 17 now, first round knockout. So it's something to be that's why I'm bragging about it because shit, it's not easy to knock a guy in the first round, I'll tell you that much. And I don't care if you find a super duper bum. It's hard to knock somebody out in the first round. And I got 17 guys that I took out in the first round. And these guys wasn't bums. These guys, we didn't pick these guys up off the street and say, yo, that's working construction. Like, yo, come on. I'm gonna give you a boxing license. Let's jump in the ring. You're gonna fight Berlanga. Nah, these guys had a lot of experience. So for me to go out there and still, it's some I'm doing good, and I already know I'm a legend. Like that's legendary right there.
Mhm. Yeah, no, super impressive. And obviously you moved on to bigger and better things. Personally, I would love to see the Caleb Plant fight. Would you say that's the fight you want the most, or is it sir maybe Munguia?
Yeah, no, I want that killer fight. Come on, man. I want that fight. I think that we got to keep marinating in it the right way and keep this thing going. Where I fight Mugi, I beat him. He fights a big fight, he wins, and we just keep it going. Then it's like, all right, now we could, make this happen. You know what I'm saying? I think that between me and him, it could be a mega, mega, mega fight. We just got to marinate the right way. I feel like we take the fight now, it's gonna be big, but I
Mhm.
see this fight being fucking huge.
Yeah.
Like literally, like the whole world's gonna stop because of
Mhm.
the amount of crap we talk to each other.
Yeah.
But I just, I just have to win my next fight, and he has to fight a big fight and win, and we just keep talking crap to each other. You know, disrespecting each other. It's boxing, so we
Yeah.
can't. We're not taking it personal, and then just keep selling the fight. And I think this fight, 2026, that fight could be some that the world is gonna stop. I think we could touch China. I think we could touch all types of different countries with this fight. You know what I'm saying? If we do it the right way and make a
Yeah, and
lot of money, because I'm gonna
oh,
retire him for sure. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell him, listen, bro, you wanna keep marrying? Because I'm gonna retire you after this. Like for sure, I'm gonna retire you, and then at least you're gonna have a bunch of $1 million, and you can just lay off in the sunset with your family.
yeah, what did you think when he obviously you called him out after your fight. What did you think when he posted on social media that the crowd went mild and stuff like that? What was your reaction?
Nah, he's that guy's a troller. He be trolling, bro. He just be chatting. I don't even pay no mind to him. I know what type of person he is. I know that he's like deep in here. You know the guys that that got it, and then the guys that don't got it that just act like they got it. But once you put a little pressure on them, they fold. He's that type of guy. You know what I'm saying? Like I told him like if he was in prison, he would be like washing my drawers or something.
Damn.
Oh my gosh. Well, we've talked about Caleb Plant, Jaime Munguia on the hit list. Another guy that you mentioned that potentially could be coming back in May is Jermall Charlo. Once that fight is official, is that a fight that you're looking for in the
That
near
fight too.
future?
I would like to do that fight in the Barclays Center. I think that fight will
Mhm.
sell crazy at the Barclays Center. Me and him.
Yeah.
And that fight, and obviously I'm gonna troll him. He's gonna probably troll me, but I think that, and I don't got no bad blood with him or nothing. It's boxing at the end of the day. But we gotta talk shit. You gotta hype up the fight and stuff. But that'll be a mega fight in New York. I think that fight right there will be something big in New York.
That's awesome.
Absolutely,
That's
absolutely.
Yeah, so I think that's most of what we had. I guess so last question is how can fans get involved with the Christian Rivera Foundation and to like donate and like continue to help out the kids in need?
Right now, yeah. I mean, you got the gala that's out. That we promoting the gala right now. Is in November. Tickets are on sale right now for less. Is a lot less. But eventually it's gonna go up. But that, or you could just donate to the there's a whole bunch of things that we have, like with the GoFundMe stuff, and you could just donate money back to us. I have Bridget give you guys a link, so where people, whoever's watching this interview, they could go click on the link and just donate whatever they want, what I'm saying, because all that money goes towards them, what I'm saying, for finding the cure.
Absolutely. And my last question, Edgar, is when it's all said and done, what does the life and legacy of Edgar Berlanga look like?
um I'm not gonna lie, the next 5 years I'm planning on, I just want to be a legend. Like, I want to be able to, I want to put my name down in the history books and go in the Hall of Fame in 2030. I think it's 2032 is the next Hall of Fame. And that's what I'm aiming for. I want to go down in the Hall of Fame for sure. I want my name to be printed in that Hall of Fame wall. So when my son gets older, I can live your pops. Pops was a Hall of Fame of boxing, man, and just become multiple time world champion. And I really, really want to test myself, and I want to go up to heavyweight and fight 2 fights heavyweight.
There you go.
Oh my
That'd be
goodness.
awesome. That'd be
I
The
want to
crazy.
opportunities
jump. I
would
want
be
to jump from 160 175 all the way up to heavyweight. And
oh
I've
my
spoke to a couple managers already, that have heavyweight fighters in London, like that's big, like Daniel Dubas and stuff, guys like that. That I was like, and he was like, just let me know. We
when
make
would
it
you do
happen.
that? Would you
It'll
do
be,
that like in the next couple of years?
yeah, for sure. Like once I'm done with this hit list and knock these guys down, Munguia, Caleb, Charlo, all these guys and probably like 2 other more guys that I want. I'll fight 2 fights heavyweight for sure. I'll fight a bum my first fight, you know, check, see how I feel, knock a heavyweight out, and then we go into a big mega fight.
Oh
You
my
know what it
god.
is? I spar with heavyweights. I spar guys 230, 240, 220, and I done knocked them out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like in
Oh my
sparring with
god.
16-ounce gloves. So I'm like, yeah, I know for a fact.
Imagine,
If I could put muscle on and walk in the ring 215 with muscle solid, I'll be good.
bro, a fight between you and Daniel Dubois,
That
dynamite,
would
straight
be
Yeah,
dynamite there. I'm
like,
telling you. Have that at Wembley Stadium.
yeah. Or even Andy Ruiz, he's Mexican.
Oh, that would
yeah,
be
that would be
And
no,
Me and
Puerto,
Andy
Puerto Rico versus Mexico will always be.
was face to face, and he looked at me. He was like, "Holy shit!" He was like, "Yo, bro, you fucking huge, bro." He
Oh
said,
man,
I'm bro. I'm heavyweight." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "We the same height, like
yeah,
practically the same." I don't even understand how, like, he's big,
yeah.
but it's just
Okay.
when you see me in person and I stand next to a guy like him, the shit doesn't look like unmatched or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
it's
That's
like
You know?
how you getting down to 168 is what they're saying.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? Like, what are you eating? What are you eating? Freaking lettuce? You eating lettuce and drinking water, man? Like, you eating like a rabbit.
All right,
Oh man,
Edgar, before we go, we have a little bit of time. So, being of Puerto Rican descent, there's a lot of great boxers that come out of Puerto Rico, man. Who is your top Puerto Rican boxers? Top three. Who's your
Top
top three?
three: Trinidad, Tito Trinidad, Miguel Cotto, and Amanda Serrano.
and it's
Ooh,
Serrano.
that's a
That's
great
awesome.
list right there.
Wilfred Benitez up there too, man.
Yeah.
He's just
Well, if it was five, I would have said Macho
yeah,
Camacho in front of
Oh yeah,
yeah,
Benitez. So,
yeah, for sure. They're all great. Yeah, that's
they're all
awesome.
great. But Edgar,
Yeah,
thank you so much for just taking the time out to talk with us today.
thank you.
We appreciate you. Spreading the Christian Rivera Foundation cause. Talking a little bit of boxing with us. You had a great weekend on March 15th, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in 2025.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Awesome.
Thank
Thank
you,
you
guys.
so much.